Z Unclassified.
I do think at one point, if it gets bad enough, you should definitely tell somebody. Like 100%. I understand your friend might hate you for it at the time, but
it could save someone's life.
it could save some. Like seriously, like it's just.
And that's the far end of it.
That is.
That's an extreme.
That is.
Yeah. After that, we're getting into love, baby. We're getting into love. How to ask out a boy or a girl from the love experts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Without being
that's
creepy.
us.
Without
That's
being
us.
creepy. Like
Oh my
Santa's
God.
wish list.
That sounds like a Netflix
But-
adaptation of like a horror book.
No.
We're trying not to be creepy. Dude, you're literally like, I keep a journal of all the. He doesn't. Oh my God.
No.
Oh
listen
my
to me.
God.
I'm the only one that's doing this right.
Please take everything we say seriously, but don't try it at home. And
This is Gen Z Unclassified.
anyways, so guys, welcome to the show. We are Gen Z Unclassified. Basically, here, as you can see, we are all teenagers. We're not experts in literally anything.
Especially Mark.
More than you. But anyways, so we just kind of, shoot the blank all the time here. We kind of give our opinions. Hopefully we can give you guys some insight onto some problems you might have. But then again, remember, we are not experts. So, don't try this at home, that sort of thing.
Disclaimer warning.
Yeah.
Don't try
Don't
one
Getting
at home.
inside the
Don't
head
listen
of
to
a
us.
Gen Z.
Yes,
That's what the show
it's
is.
a terrible, terrible place. But
It's a dark place. You don't.
yes, a dark
want
place.
to be.
So, all right. So we have school, obviously. Now, as teenagers, though, we have a lot of other stuff going on. I'm sure all you guys listening are the same way. So I don't know. We all have school. We have jobs. We do this. I mean, this takes time.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend.
No, you don't.
That
Shout out
takes
to her.
time.
Don't lie to them.
Shout out to her. And, we were all just thinking about this the other day, and so we decided to bring it here. And it's pretty convenient because one of our questions today actually comes from a sophomore in high school. And they're saying they are completely stressed out about all the things I just said. So school, finding a job, their parents are on their butt about it. They're trying to get out there and work and that sort of thing.
Yep.
And even, all the remote learning stuff that we've been going through this past year with COVID and everything like that. That obviously added a lot of stress. And, they're just wondering how they can deal with it. You know? So do you guys have any tips? What do we got?
I balance work and school. I'd like to say I'm a pro, but I'm not. And to be truthfully honest, I don't balance it. I think we're all stressed. We can agree that we're all stressed.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a fair assessment, yeah.
Yeah, so we're all stressed, and I think that's something that's kind of inevitable, which is kind of bad to say in a way. But I think as any teenager, I think you're going to be stressed no matter what. But
That's
trying
true.
to find a good balance where you're going to be like good, or you're going to be more calm at least with dealing with multiple things at one time. And if you can't deal with multiple things at one time, or it's way too much stress, then I say try to focus on one thing. And
I was going to say, I
You're best
am
at it.
a terrible, terrible multitasker. Like, just the focusing on more than one thing at a time.
Which
Oh,
is
God.
really, really funny because you have
Yeah.
a lot of things going
Yeah.
on
Right,
all
yeah.
the time.
So let's move on. So what I was going to say about,
Yeah.
multitasking and everything is I think what we should do is kind of look at our future and where we want to be with our future. I know we're getting deep already, but especially with like school versus a work job, whatever you want to call it. Job. All right.
Yep.
So whatever you want to call it, you just kind of have to like figure out where you're going. So like I know kids that are like dead set on like going to college for university, all that crap.
Yep.
They're going to be more focused on school versus an outside job or school related activities, right?
Yep.
If you're just going to go, work right away, afterwards, doing whatever you want to do, then I'd focus more on the work part of things. Cause I mean, what are you going to use school for? I hate to break it to you, but a lot of the things we learn in high school, you're probably never going to use again, like like all the science classes, like if you're not going to go into a STEM field,
Then
are
yeah.
you ever going to have to,
Yeah.
determine the Punnett square of a whatever, you know what I'm saying?
And planning for your future is like when kids, especially our age, I see it a lot, focus on their work, their minimum wage job work,
Right.
over school and studying for that. you're not going to get farther with your job at that place than you are going to be at school. So I think kids prioritizing like getting money or not that much money, but getting,
doing
money
their
and
job.
having their job over school is kind of counterproductive.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
just graduate. Like, honestly, that is the one
That's
real
true.
thing you should do is graduate.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Graduate
But
high school.
Really, just graduate. Like, I'm struggling with that. I'm getting heavy senioritis. But I need to graduate just to at least have that. Like,
We call it Liviitis.
no.
It's been happening for how old are you?
17 years.
17 years. 17 years.
17 and she's
17 years.
It's been happening 17 years where I just,
Yes. And for all, actually, we don't need to explain that. Whatever. Okay, guys. So, let's see. So we only talked about work and school. So we got that little question done. Let's move on to our next question. So this person, well, first, okay, let's see. They're apologizing because this might be too serious, but we totally understand. We'll take anything. Basically, what they're asking here is, I get the feeling that my parents are getting along too well. And too well could be anything. We really don't know. But they're saying it's tense in the house. And their question
Aren't or
is,
are getting along to
Aren't.
aren't getting
Aren't
along.
getting along.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it's
good.
been a long day. All right. Anyways, so they aren't getting along. It's tense in the house. And this person is wondering, should they talk to their parents? Do you have any experience with that? I know Peter and I do. Our parents did divorce
It's
way
Mark's
back in
fault.
2009.
So,
Right.
yeah, but anyway, I tell him that all the time. I blame him. But
Oh my
And
God.
he's the reason they never had a second child, or a third child, sorry. That
A
was the
second.
first.
Oh, do we need to talk about something?
one of us are adopted,
Peter
Mark?
might be adopted.
Okay,
Sorry. I didn't want to break it to you right now,
that's fine.
but
On air.
I'm sorry.
That's good for the views.
it is good
Right,
for
The
the
right.
reaction.
We can talk about it later.
Adopted child finds out 16 years later.
I'm sorry.
I think we'll get all the clips
Mom
of that.
was going to tell you.
Yeah. On my
But-
16th birthday too. Usually
Yeah.
that's the golden number. That's when
Yeah.
they tell the kids.
Right.
Yeah. But, okay, so the parents aren't getting along too well. What should they do? We have some experience in this, all right?
I'd say we were a bit too young for that, but
Right. At the time, we were, but we've had our tense moments since then. So
Yep.
we do have some experience with this.
I actually have a question. Was it tense even after the
Yes.
divorce?
Yes.
It was.
yes,
And
sometimes, but
sometimes, not all the time. We're relatively lucky. We just want to get that out there. Our parents are still, talking to each other. So, the vast majority of divorces don't really end that way. So we are lucky. But we do still have some experience with it. So we could probably answer this question. So, So Pete, do you have any tidbits for
Yeah.
him?
Do you have any coping mechanisms?
coping
Yeah.
mechanisms.
Or,
First
just,
off,
to talk to
I
them, or
mean,
no?
it depends obviously on the situation.
It's true.
But don't pick sides because that's not going to help out anybody involved. That just
Yeah.
splits them up or not splits them up, but like makes things even more tense.
Yeah. That's not good.
Honestly, there's not much that you can do, and it's not your responsibility to save their problems or to help them in their problems. You are a kid; they're your parents. Anything that you do is probably not going to help. To try to help them. So the best way probably would try to be to distract yourself with something that you're passionate about, and
And
not get involved.
The thing is, we're saying all these things, but again, our parents got divorced when we were young. So I was
7 and 9.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He was 7, I was 9. I'm older. Anyways, and we're saying this now, but obviously this person is asking us, and I don't think they're 7 or 9. I'd sure hope not. But what I'm trying to say here is it's going to be hard.
Yeah. Especially when you're older like that.
Exactly, because you actually kind of have a grasp on what's going on, and you're going to want to try and help. You're going to want to try and do something like that. But I think Peter's absolutely right in this situation. What they're going to do is what they're going to do. At the end of the day, you kind of have to take into account their feelings as well.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe you wouldn't want them to split up, and I don't think anybody does. If you do, there's probably something else going on.
Right.
But you have to take into account their feelings.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be with somebody anymore, you don't want to be with somebody anymore. And I think the further, we as kids will grow up and experience these things, the more we can sympathize with that. It just might not be there now.
Right.
So Yeah, at the end of the day, it sucks. It always is gonna suck.
And it's not your fault, like
Yeah.
Mark.
God,
It was his
it
fault.
was
But
my fault.
in all seriousness, it's not your fault, and I just don't think there's anything that you could do to
Right.
fix that other than try to help yourself in that situation
Just
and
gotta-
try to.
It's gotta ride out the storm.
something.
That's all.
Right.
You know.
And also, if this is like a long time tense situation, it might be scarier. But like your parents are gonna have arguments,
Yeah.
and they are gonna have their tough spots.
Yeah.
Like, and as a child, don't take on those feelings. I know it's really hard not to, but
Yeah.
it's not your problem. It's
No.
something between those two.
And even if they fight, you know, okay, again, we're not like licensed therapists here or anything, but you know, like Livy said, it's absolutely true. People are just gonna argue about you know random crap. I mean, and just because they fight, you know, once or twice or something like that, you know,
Doesn't mean they're
a
going to
month.
get divorced.
Yeah,
Me and Mark fight all the time. It's very
We do,
tense.
and I'm still forced to live with him, so it's like, you know,
There's
we can't
nothing
do
you
anything
can
about that,
I can't take half his money. He can't, you know.
right? Prenups,
We can't split up the fish. You know, like I can't take them over him.
the fish. Oh, we do have 2 fish.
Yeah.
Yes, I would take pickles.
No, pickles is mine.
Your firstborn.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
Oh,
that
goodness.
actually would be probably bad if me and Mark ever
Yeah.
split up.
And you know, I mean, obviously, divorce sucks.
Yeah.
We've got to that point. But if you look on the bright side, you know, depending on your faith, 2 Christmases, 2 Hanukkahs.
I knew you were
I
going to go
don't
to
know,
that
something like
point.
that.
No, I think
2
we've wrapped it
birthdays.
up perfectly, and we don't
I'm just
we
saying,
don't
you know,
need to
it's
put
not
in the
that bad.
benefits, but yeah,
It's not that bad.
I
It's
think
like we get double time,
Yeah.
overtime pay. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
I was
Our,
just- no, not really.
our work
care
that
about
we
us.
work at doesn't
They
pay
do
us
care
anything.
about
But anyway,
right.
Minimum
I think that
wage.
was good advice. Probably not if you didn't help. If
Hey,
that didn't help
don't
you.
harp on yourself. I think that was good.
I think it was
good too, actually.
fabulous.
Anyway,
was
we need to
fabulous.
move on to something a little bit more connected and lovey-dovey.
Oh, goodness.
Moving
That's your
on,
first
we're gonna go
reaction,
to
but-
Peter's favorite segment, talking about being creepy. All right. So yeah.
Great.
So
So-
okay. Next person, they're having a little bit of trouble on the dating scene. You know, the dating scene at 15 years old is, oh, it's harsh.
Or even
Uh,
older. That if you're younger than 15, you probably
Please
have no
don't.
idea what you're
Probably
doing.
don't date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
No.
Anyways, so this person is kind of wondering, you know, maybe they have a couple of crushes, that sort of thing. You know, they're liking people. And they're wondering how to ask a boy or a girl, you know, whatever's your preference, or maybe neither, I don't know, how to ask somebody out without being creepy. And honestly, it's pretty hard to do. I'm not going to lie.
No, it's pretty.
Really?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
it's like-
I think.
I like you. You want to go on a date? Like that sort of thing. Like, I don't know if you're
Yeah,
being
I think our
Okay.
generation
creepy.
is so weird when asking people out. It's true
is pretty bad.
because we are like I feel like people would rather like ask each other out via email, just
You mean
via
texting?
text,
Yeah.
School
texting.
email.
I'm like,
Then-
email? No.
Yeah,
want to go on a steady date
yeah.
in the library? Fit
Yeah.
I do
I've done
think
that, it
people
works.
would rather online date than like officially like
Yeah.
date in real life.
Yeah.
because-
E-date.
That's
Yes.
so okay. That's so dumb. That's
It
so dumb.
is.
No.
Like e-date. Okay, first of all, did you make that up? Please tell me that's not a real thing.
E-date. It's a
I
thing.
think
It's a
I
thing.
think
Yeah, so you don't
it's like
see each other.
Match.com
No.
type thing.
Well, no, you can see each other. You can like FaceTime each other.
whatever.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
Tinder.
Well, no, Tinder. You're meeting. them.
Tinder's a different
Hey,
thing.
a lot of successful relationships have come out of Tinder.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe.
That is not
Maybe.
a thing.
Maybe.
No.
No. Okay. I never tried it.
Yeah, I can tell.
It's not like you'd be
That
getting any
was
swipes on that,
rude.
Mark. But
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. That just flowed out of me so
like what would
easily.
your Mark? Let's be
I
real.
won't be
quick,
speaking
quick,
for the rest
quick
of the broadcast.
tangent.
What?
Quick tangent. Like what would your bio be? Smart, intellectual.
Yes.
Big guy.
No, I
manly
would like
man.
I would like
what
take
your
my
bio
face
be?
and like Photoshop it
Right.
onto like I don't know like
Like a bodybuilder?
no, that's gross. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The
Like
big
a-
veins, yeah.
No.
Yeah, and
not
I've
your
heard
thing.
not a lot of girls are into that sort of thing, but
Yeah.
we'll get
We're
there.
totally getting off topic.
We
No,
really
I
are.
would be completely somebody else. I wouldn't even post myself on there. I'd be like,
yeah.
So a catfish.
You're definitely a
yeah.
catfish.
That's
Okay.
it. That's who I am.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get back. All right. So how do you do this?
How would you ask someone out? You go first. How would you ask someone out? Like,
I don't ask somebody out that like I obviously like you shouldn't ask out somebody that you don't talk to a lot. Like if you like think a girl is cute and you like her, but you like talk to her like once in your life, don't ask her out. That's creepy.
Okay.
It could be, love at first sight.
so
No,
maybe
but-
become friends
No,
more than
you have to become friends.
Okay.
Is that-
Or not even
Does
friends.
that happen? Did that happen?
What happened?
Love at first sight? Did that happen? Wait, what are we
No,
pointing
she
at?
was just not. She was just.
Oh, man.
That's our videographer.
I got excited.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
We have to introduce
Yeah.
her and producer Nate over here. But Caitlin is nodding. Yup. Don't be creepy.
Don't be.
Yeah, that's what she's
Okay,
talking
that's a
about.
little different. I
So-
was probably being creepy by suggesting that.
That's
sorry.
like that's
I'm
like
sorry.
a Shrek thing, Mark. That's
Yeah,
like
I know.
a fairy tale. Anyway,
Okay, okay, okay.
Shrek is real.
Fiona!
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So
God.
no, but
Fine.
you have to build like a friendly relationship with them. You don't even need to be friends at first with them or like best friends with them. You just need to
Okay.
build a friendly relationship where you guys talk and like you figure out that you're into each other. Because the weirdest thing is like asking out somebody and then they say
Yeah, it is very
they're
creepy.
not the same back. So you kind of have to verify it. You have to write it down, put a little check next to her name, and
Yeah, in your book of names that you're gonna ask,
no.
we're trying not to be creepy, dude. You're literally like, I keep a journal of all the girls I'm gonna ask. That's so weird.
Hey, one of them has to work.
What did I say?
So,
what did I say?
I mean-
He doesn't. Oh my god.
No.
Oh
listen
my
to me.
god.
I'm the only one that's doing this right. So you have your little Santa wish list, right? And so you have about 10 girls, 10 guys. This one I
Thinking of, like,
fancy. This one. Will
Santa's little elves are running around like, who are we gonna pick today? You know what I'm saying? Like, God,
No,
Oh
but
my
like
God.
so
but
weird.
Like you go like, madame, would you like to go
course,
out
the
with
French
me?
accent.
No, and
No,
then- yeah.
no.
This
Absolutely
this
not.
has gone like oh
too
god,
far?
this
Going
has
off the
gone
rails.
so weird.
Well, what about you?
Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never asked out anybody
No,
because
see,
I'm always
yeah.
getting not.
Oh,
to
you're
sound-
always getting asked
la,
out?
la, 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 la. I'm usually the one getting asked out, and
Yeah.
I have.
She's pretty popular.
I'm not. I've been asked out twice in my
Hey,
life.
that's more than me.
Well, the thing is,
Really?
I think
Yeah.
the societal norm, if
I
we
do
try to
ask
get
me.
back to something normal here, guys ask out girls mainly, and it's totally okay if like women ask out guys.
I
'Cause,
actually
like,
kind of think that's kind of cool.
It is
It is.
kind of cool actually, and then
Some people
especially
prefer
like
it.
if you're a guy, that'd be kind of sick because like
I know. That's
like
oh,
right because then
Whatever.
wow, you're really into me.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
so
Right?
like that, but I think is trying not to be creepy. Obviously, you need to build a sense of a relationship with them.
Right.
Before you ask them out.
Actually, a fun fact: all the relationships I've been in, I've been good friends with them beforehand. Actually, there was this last one, or my current one, excuse me. There was like a 6-month like talking period. Right. Granted, we were also in quarantine for 3 months, and I couldn't leave my house. But
Hey, okay,
it
hold
worked
on.
out.
It did work out.
It did work out.
Now, for the 3 months, what did you do?
FaceTimed.
Is that
Okay.
e-dating?
Not necessarily because we didn't actually start dating.
Okay,
Oh,
okay, then that's fine.
So you guys were just talking.
Right.
I was just
so
gonna say because
our
'Cause
first
that
date
is
was
the complicated state of relationships.
Yeah.
Is the talking
Yeah.
stage where
And
you're like,
I-
are we
we've-
boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we not?
my girlfriend and I have talked about this before, actually, the talking stage.
Yep.
And she's like, you better not break up with me, but like the reason why is I never want to go through that again. So, you know,
doesn't want to go through the talking stage.
I was hoping for some more like, oh, because I love you. No, just that. But anyways, yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, so I totally get it though. It's hard, like talking
Yeah.
to somebody, staying interested for that long, and it's just like
It is
I
a
don't know.
lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but like Peter said, I do think if you have like a relationship with them before the relationship, you know, it's
easier.
easier to ask them out because it's not like creepy. Now,
and also hang out with them before you do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I
did
think
them.
hanging out with them is very important. You don't even need to ask them on like a date. Like you could just be like, "Yo, you want to hang out, homie?" And
That's-
homie,
Even
right?
with friends.
No.
do
And
you-
then
would you
when
do
you're
it
at
with
their
friends?
house, you'll be halfway checking it, and then you'll be like, right on the wish list. You'll
Oh God,
half
we're
check.
not going back to that. No, stop.
No,
When,
but don't listen to me. Never
when
mind.
you're hanging out with like a girl that you're kind of like, maybe she could be my girlfriend or not. Do
Yeah.
you like hang out with friends too, or is it
yes,
just her?
yes,
maybe the first
usually.
time I just go straight in. and I believe in you.
They do.
Are you kidding me?
If
They're-
we're speaking
You
to a
do.
teenage audience,
Shush. All right, anyways.
Okay, Mark.
Let's get back to it. Okay. I promise I'm a good person.
Oh God.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Girl standpoint.
Girl
Standpoint about what? Just creepiness?
Asking out a dude or trying to like kind of get with him, right? Like, oh no,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
no,
just
we're not
really
doing this
quickly
right.
tell
Yeah.
my view, and then
Okay.
we'll get on for our next
The
segment.
neighborhood woman. Do we cut that
Okay.
out?
Thank God
Well-
she's here, honestly. All right.
Honestly, the only like creepy encounter that I ever had was I met the dude that day. It's the that day type of situation. We hung out for like hours, but then he asked me out.
Yeah, you got to have a little space.
Yeah.
So
did
it
you
is-
wait? Did you say yes?
Oh God, yeah, I did, and it was horrible. It was disgusting. Literally, it was like probably one day, and then there was a whole drama base. But anything, but that was my fault. And just here's my advice to you: don't do it. Okay, they might seem good, they're not.
Find the crazy side of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seek out the crazy before you get
Sometimes
with.
though, it doesn't come out until like 6
Yeah.
months in, and then you're just
true.
like,
Yeah.
They're good
Man.
at really hiding it.
yeah.
Yes.
And then it comes out one day, you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden, they like, I don't know, start biting you. And
I
it's
think
like,
to
oh
wrap
my
this
God.
up, I think
Yes,
without
let's
of
wrap
our
this up.
terrible ideas that you probably shouldn't listen to,
But do.
but do.
Yes.
I think
Why are we
just
here?
the main points, the 3 main points that you have to hit, hang out with them.
Yes.
See that the good chemistry is good with
Be
each other.
friends.
Be friends and be able to talk to each other and have a like good conversation, because if you guys like are boring with each other and can't have a conversation, that's kind of pointless, because what are
Yeah.
you gonna
One more thing, don't be like best friends, because that's weird.
Oh yes, especially when like if you broke up, that's just terrible.
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
it's not gonna
Okay.
best
Well,
friends.
our next segment,
Next segment.
coming up. Mark, do you want to take it? Or do you
Yeah,
want-
sure, I
okay.
got it. So we're gonna end off here for this this last one, and coming up, we're gonna answer some questions from a couple of friends who are not from friends, but about friends that may be seeming, a little sad, a little depressed, isolated. I feel like we've all had this issue, with Corona, everything. Shh. Peter, serious.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, we're going to be answering questions about some people that may be having a rough go of it, whether it's quarantine, isolation, whatever it is. We're going to try and help you guys out.
That is going to be about friends.
Everywhere you look.
God,
no,
stop.
that's the wrong
Copyright,
one.
Copyright. We can't do that. We can't
Friends
do
that are feeling down, isolated in this quarantining time,
Terrible.
COVID time.
Yes.
But yeah, and how we, like, if you know anybody like that, how do you check
Deal
up
with
on
it,
them? Yeah.
yeah.
How do you deal with it? Blah, blah, blah. Do you have some pointers, Mark?
Well, right off the bat, I just wanted to say, I mean, it kind of depends on the person, right? So, like, your friend must be, actually like people, because I know quite a few people who are just, like, there was this one kid, swear to God, at our school today, or maybe it was yesterday, I don't know, but they, like, faked getting COVID, so they didn't have to show up to school.
Yeah.
Like, it
Wow.
was, like, okay, I guess you just really don't want to be at school. But, yeah, I know plenty of people that are, like,
So they're
they
doing
want to
fine
be at
with
home,
it.
or they
yeah.
do like the
Introverts.
virtual learning. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. You're probably an extroverted person, which is great, fun, exciting. But one of the things that I would definitely do, well, first of all, nothing's going to replicate face-to-face, conversations and everything like that. I mean, the fact that you can't do that does suck. I mean, that's like the overall theme of lockdown. But my number one thing is to just remember that it is going to end at one point. It's not like last March where we were just all, sitting in our rooms for, 4 months at a time. We didn't know when we were getting out, that sort of thing.
Right.
Yep.
You do have a definite time. It's going to be 2 weeks. You finish your 2 weeks. It's like finishing your time, You're done in jail. You head out. You go back to your friends, everything like that. And so I think keeping in mind that, you will get out at one point. You will see your friends again. I really do think that's important.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the question is even broader than that too. Like
Yeah.
if someone is I guess if a friend is being isolated from the friend group or from you, and like kind of
Oh, that could be it
distancing
too.
themselves, because I think that's what the question was asking, is like how they're being isolated from you in any time. It could be before.
I suppose I
COVID,
just
or
went
now.
to go because it's
Right.
it's-
Yeah.
but
No,
anyway,
that was a great point. That really was.
Yeah, it was. But I think if we could be a little bit broader, like I think losing friends is, not to be a deputy
downer.
Deputy Downer.
Debbie.
I think both work.
Friendships don't always last longest, but if you should always like try to be friends with them. Don't be mean to them.
Right. If someone's
know.
fading away, and it's more of okay. Oh, I thought you were laughing at that. I'm like, don't laugh at fading away.
Sorry.
Mark,
Anyways,
get
sorry
the
about
laugh
that.
track on. Okay?
Ha 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 ha. Okay, keep going.
Anyways, if someone seems like they're fading away from your little friend group or whatever, and it's not like it's more of them than you pushing them away, try to reach out and try to be like whatever. Don't just let it happen.
Yeah.
Because I've done that, and it was probably the worst thing to do because they were not in a good place, and I probably should have reached out. So it's just good to just text or call or whatever. If they don't answer your text, just reach out and talk to them.
Or like go face to face. I think face to
Or,
face is
yeah.
always the best. You know, texting, a lot of the bad things, and I think we've talked about this actually on a previous broadcast if you're paying attention. But like texting, yeah, shameless plug. But
There's a quiz on this later.
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
There's a
pay
quiz.
attention. Anyways, but like with texting, it's kind of hard to convey your emotions sometimes, and so that's why we were talking about, you know, Snapchat's great and everything because you can like show your face while you're doing it. But I do think, like, I don't know, communication is key.
It is.
Communication is key. It just really is. And if you do show an effort to like get back with the person, or maybe like make sure they're not just fading away, as we so eloquently put it. If you do show that effort, then maybe it shows them that you actually still want to be friends, and maybe that'll like ignite something in them, and then
Yeah.
yay, and you live
Also,
happily
though,
ever
if
after.
they want to be alone, I wouldn't say just let them be alone. Obviously, try to text them or call them.
Right.
But if you're being over the top about it, and
They're
they
gonna retaliate.
obviously,
Yeah.
they want
It's
to
gonna
be
work in the
alone.
opposite
They
direction.
want to, want to do their own thing. Don't force it on them,
Right.
because that's just not going to come out with a good outcome. I don't think.
And if these people are suddenly feeling depressed or isolated too much, we are at a volatile state in our lives. I mean, everybody's got something going on. Everybody's stressed. Everybody's anxious. But there are some people who, you know, maybe have more of that than others. And, you
Yeah.
know, sometimes it gets to the point where maybe they could harm themselves, could harm others, you know, that sort of thing. And that's really serious, but I mean, it's worth talking about, you know? So at that point, if you kind of see certain signs or certain things like they're talking about, I don't know, again, hurting themselves, hurting others, or just really, really, really sad, like all the time, maybe
Yeah.
you should probably tell somebody.
Yeah.
Get help,
I
that sort
agree.
of thing.
That's when the adults, so to speak, come
Right.
into play.
Because, I mean, we're
Yeah.
not, you know, as much as we like to credit ourselves with
How mature.
everything.
PhDs in psychology and things.
PhDs and effing around. I think we have that.
I do think we have.
We do.
Yeah.
Hours and hours. But anyways, I do think at one point, if it gets bad enough, you should definitely tell somebody. Like 100%. I understand your friend might hate you for it at the time, but
It could save someone's life.
it could say something. Like, seriously, like, you know, it's just...
And that's the far end of it.
That
Right,
is.
that's an extreme.
That is.
Yeah, but also like if it's just a medium kind of thing where they're just, friendships don't always last.
That is
This isn't
true.
life isn't a Disney movie. I hate to say it, but
Some
You
of the
don't
Disney
fall
movies are
in
kinda
love.
messed up.
Yeah, you don't fall in
a lot
love
of
when
them
you're
are
young.
Yeah, have a-
Grow a tail and swim around the ocean and sing with crabs. It's a little weird.
now that's
I don't know where you were
right,
going
see,
with that.
That Little
that's
Mermaid.
drugs.
Your
Oh.
step grandma is like
I don't know
some
why.
witch tentacle octopus
When
lady.
you said grow tail, I was thinking like dog tail, and I'm like, why would you be what?
God,
That-
there's a movie. Shark Tales. I hate that
Oh,
movie.
that's
It's scary.
the one.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I
talking
I
fish.
honestly don't know where that fear comes from, but
I think it's
You
just
can
like
talk
the
to your
weird-
friends about movies too. Find common interest and like.
yes. To bring it back to that,
Yeah,
yes.
no, that was a good segue. We're
That
working
was-
on it.
that
We're really
was-
working on it. Yeah, it was good. It was good. But anyways,
Like if
so
you both
let's just-
enjoy
yeah,
Little
movies.
Mermaid, then
Ursula was scary, but
yeah.
I think I've moved on.
Yeah. If you've
gotten through
noticed
the
they're
nightmares.
feeling sad, just go call them or go to their house and be like, let's watch Little Mermaid.
Or not. That could
Or
be
not.
creepy.
Let's
like the
listen
last
to
segment
the-
we just did.
creepy.
Yeah. Let's listen to the Gen Z Unclassified podcast.
Yeah.
together.
Yes. That
No,
sounds
don't
great.
do that. Sorry, that
Yeah,
was.
don't do that either.
That was a really,
Oh,
really,
God.
Producer
really
Nate, when you
shameless
do
plug.
when you do these sound effects,
It's
I mean,
beyond
I
shameless.
love you, man, but they are so delayed.
They're
Wait,
so
here, every
delayed.
time you talk, this is what we're gonna play.
So,
Okay.
yeah, see,
Illuminations from PDP.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
no.
Illuminations.
Okay.
Deluminations.
Well, after that little serious little,
Yes.
little whatever, that was
Be compassionate.
yes.
That's all we got.
Ending little.
Yes. Be
Little-
compassionate. Just know. Well, okay, don't know, but feel. That's all I got.
Okay.
I'm done.
Feel. Gotcha.
Yeah, feel.
Let's talk about our dynamic. We're going on a trip soon,
We are.
and we're all going to be together.
11 hours in
Yeah.
the car
Yeah.
with
The
these
Tennessee
people.
Tennessee. Libby, you're the only
Don't
10.
disclose
I
the
see.
location. We have like groupies. They're gonna follow.
That's how you ask
We're
out a
not-
girl.
Oh yeah, they're gonna search all of Tennessee.
We're
to
incredibly
find
famous.
us.
If you didn't know, I know you're new, but
Did you like that pickup line? That's how, back to our last segment on how you should ask out women. That's how you do it. A corny pickup line, they love those.
no.
They do.
Don't
No.
do that. Don't do that.
Our-
Actually,
our
do that.
studio
That will get
audience
me
is
at least.
shaking.
That will get me.
Giving us the reverse bird in case anyone knows what that is.
Right.
Yeah, don't do that. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about her. So, we're going on vacation soon, couple of days, and I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited.
You're excited. We're all excited. Thing is, though, would it be cool if it was just us? Yeah, it would. But we do have to bring along our moms. All right. We're going on a trip with our moms. It's the mom group, and they're pretty fun. But sometimes they can get a little bit too mommy.
They can get a
Too
little bit
mommy.
too mommy.
Too mommy. And that's
I
an
feel like they
adjective,
do
think.
let loose though on vacation. They kind of just like be like, whatever, I don't care.
Well,
So, but how are we gonna not strangle each other in the car? Because we have to sit together
good
for
question.
12 hours.
12 hours ish.
if you guys have never seen like a passenger van, we're gonna be probably like 3 feet from each other at all
Yeah,
times.
and I thought when I
Not
first pictured the
COVID
van,
safety,
I thought it
whatever.
was like one of those white vans that you see kids get taken in. So like I thought that's what, like with the flowers on it.
You know
right?
what? I've done that before. I have
Right.
gone out west in one of those scary white vans.
Yeah.
And I felt like a predator the whole way out
Yeah.
and the whole way back.
Wheel you
Oh
in
my
like Hannibal Lecter.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
God, yeah.
One other thing, we were in the scary white van. We pulled up to a Walmart in like South Dakota at 3 a.m. in the morning, bought bologna. That was the scariest.
Bologna? Wait
Yes,
a second. Let's
to make
talk about
sandwiches
that. Okay.
at 3:30 in the morning. That was the scariest I've ever felt in my life. Not like I'm scared, but like I'm scary.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
you
this
felt.
raggedy ass kid that walks into Walmart at 3:30 a.m. to
Middle
buy
of
bologna
Montana,
out of a white
And,
van.
and then to get back into your white van.
I'm surprised we didn't get the cops called on us.
yeah.
But
Oh,
then
Lord.
again, it's 3:30 at a Walmart. Like
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
it's normal.
right.
We were probably the least weird people in the store. Okay, anyways, let's get back.
So the tip for others who are listening is how to go on vacation
Yes,
With your mom.
without
With-
bologna.
without bologna. Bologna's gross. I'm sorry.
I
Okay.
feel like because we have like you guys, like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we're going the trip. Like because I have you guys, we understand the mom struggles, and like the moms can just all be together,
Yeah,
and then we
kind
can
of
all be away. So I think that's a really good like.
I think the better
Mechanism.
question was just how are us three gonna get along? Because the moms will go. They don't care about us. They'll go on and do whatever they want.
I guarantee though.
They don't care for our safety.
We're-
There's
They don't
because there's
care
black
for our
bears in the Smoky
Yeah.
Mountains, which is where we're going. There's black bears, and
They'll
they
probably
don't care if we
string
get
us up with like berries and go throw us
But
out.
how
in
are
the woods.
us three mainly not? We don't care. They don't care about our each other.
Right.
How are we going to
survive?
handle each other?
Survive. I mean, honestly, I feel like
Selective
we're
hearing.
fine. Yeah.
Selective hearing.
I do that a
Sometimes-
lot with
Honestly,
you
if we can do
guys.
this podcast and not strangle each other, I think we're
Yeah.
going to call.
Sometimes
I think that's very
Peter's just too. I just can't. And
Oh
I've had
my God.
16 years of experience, and sometimes it's just like, man,
When Mark is mad,
if this kid talks
I love him.
for
So,
5
hold on.
more minutes, like,
Hold on.
I'm just
Mark, let me tell the story. So Mark is always should I say aggravated sometimes?
Yes.
You're very
Yes.
aggravated. He has
Aggravated.
easy temper. He's like an old man. So
Honestly.
I get in the car sometimes. He's like, Peter, why do you have your trash in the car, Peter? Get in the car.
he does.
That's
He
how
leaves
he-
his
that's how
trash in the car.
And he's
What-
like, why do you have your trash in the car, Peter? Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
Get off my
I'm
lawn.
like, oh, Mark, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I left my chips in here, Mark.
this brat.
And he's like, well, just get out of the car next time.
I had a stash of masks in my car. Everybody has masks, right? The disposable ones. Okay, I'm looking for validation. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we have the masks in the car, and Peter and I share a car, and I put these things in there. I have 20 of them. I walk in the car the next day. There's like one left, and Peter had just taken out the car with his friends the night before, and they're all stealing my masks. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So your
God.
friends went through 20 of them.
Yeah, they're probably like
No, it was like 3.
making snowflakes out of them. or
It's called
something.
having a lot of friends, Mark.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
should
I only need you guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, but I feel like I don't help the situations. Why is that?
I don't know.
You're very petty.
Facts.
Like when someone's like angry, you're just like, well, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like
Don't you
I'm
guys
so sorry.
love how we just started talking about dynamics and
do
it's
that.
just like it just went downhill immediately.
Yes. It did.
The stock market of emotions.
Yeah, down.
It's crashing.
It's getting to know
crashing.
the Gen Z staff.
Right.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
This is how we
Toxic.
actually are. So
Actually, this is very real. This is real.
Raw footage. Okay.
yeah. So how am I? So I'm petty, right?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm petty. Okay.
But
I'm
it's
petty?
it's only
I'm
with
petty.
your brother.
You think I'm petty?
It's only with
Huh?
your brother.
That's true.
Yeah, that's only with Mark.
Yeah.
It's
Anyways,
because I love you, Mark. I'm trying to get you into a better spirit.
And I don't think it helps at all.
a better spirit.
Like when you're down or like angry, I'll be like,
Dude,
"Hey, Mark, how was your day today?" And you're like, "Peter, I'm not in the mood."
That's
I'm like,
when you say
okay.
it's like, yeah, whatever. Okay. But on our trip, we're supposed to be talking about our trip.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we're gonna make it. We're gonna be fine.
I think
It's
we'll
gonna
be fine. We're gonna have our one day where we're all gonna be on our phones and we're all
Correct.
gonna be like, okay, bye, don't talk to me, get away.
Great day.
But then we'll be fine.
We'll be in the wilderness,
And,
maybe.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna leave
Massive,
you there.
massive time. I would vote yes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of silence. All right, sorry.
Okay, this is a great segment. We're gonna wrap it up. I am Olivia. That's Mark.
It is me.
That's Pete.
I'm Pete. We're wrapping up.
We are wrapping up.
Yes.
First thing we talked about today was the whole work job situation, how to manage that time, everything. We kind of went through focus on what you want to focus on, that sort of thing, and do whatever you want. Pete, what do we talk about next?
We want.
We talked about relationships and how I'm kind of all knowing at that.
Yeah.
That is not
That's
what happened.
Actually.
No, I think
Not
it
what
was.
happened.
No, I think that's how it went.
What
Remember?
we got were a
No.
few creepy sound bites
Yeah.
of you recording names in a journal.
Right. You got to check.
And then
check the
checking
ones
them
that
off.
may like you, the ones that don't, and then, yeah,
Uh,
Yep.
like
Oh my
Santa's
God.
wish list.
That sounds like a Netflix
But-
adaptation of like a horror book.
Yeah,
that's
no.
probably something.
The Journal or something like that.
That's actually sick.
Yeah,
That
we're
was sick.
That's sick.
Dizzy
that
Dizzy
will go-
Course Media coming out with a movie soon. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, I'd star in that. Am I creepy? Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, we talked about that. How to figure that out. How to manage that.
Of course.
And of course, I don't think we could really go back into that. But if you want to check it out, go onto our YouTube channel at Gen Z Unclassified.
Yep.
Many other things.
All the
And then
tags.
finally, finally, we talked about friendship.
We did.
Yeah.
We
The
talked
power
about
of friendship.
The power of friendship.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we did talk about the whole little separation situation with the parents. We did talk about that a little bit.
Yes, we did.
That was one of our more serious, conversations. We do have those.
We do
As-
serious.
It's
sometimes.
rare.
Shocking as that may seem, we
rare.
do have serious conversations. But anyways, I thought we got a lot of good stuff going out today. I thought it was pretty good. You guys thought?
I thought it was
It was
solid.
good.
It's all right. You
I
know.
thought it was solid.
Cool.
Again,
Yeah,
just a little disclaimer: we are not experts. Please take everything we say seriously, but don't try it at home. And be in there. Send us questions. We'll answer them. That's what we do here. It's
On
kind
all
of our
our
brand.
socials.
All of our socials, of course. YouTube, Twitter. Peter loves Twitter. Instagram.
We might do a Snapchat.
DM me. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Don't.
It's creepy.
They're gonna ask you out now, Mark.
They're gonna.
Via text.
It's just hard being this beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways.
Before we
didn't
sign
land.
out, I think we need
Okay.
we need a slogan.
A slogan.
Let's brainstorm for 1 minute what our slogan could be. Like
We're gonna
you
do
know how
that right
people
now?
when they sign off from a show they say like stay positive. That's dumb, but because that's positive.
Stay Zier.
Jeez.
No, we're cutting that out.
How about go questionnaires? And then we say that.
Nope.
No, see the thing is, if we call the
No.
people that ask us questionnaires, they're no longer going to be our fans. So we can't do that.
Why
So-
not?
Because
That's
if we call
awesome.
them questionnaires,
I kind of
Yeah.
like questionnaires,
Yeah.
honestly.
No, it's like oh God, some like child show, but that's great. You know, like
we're
backyardigans.
the
or something.
questionnaires. We're the questionnaires. No,
Yes.
that's stupid.
A song.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Oh
we
my
will
God.
figure it out. This is Gen Z Unclassified. I'm Mark, Olivia, Peter,
Signing off.
signing off. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time. Adios.